You today. Thank
Always
you for
a pleasure.
coming from Phoebe Sumter Medical Center.
That's correct.
I got it
That's
right.
correct.
And Ms. Susan Bruggs, who is the new Chief Nursing Officer. Did I get that right? CNO. Okay.
Yep.
You've been, but you're not new to the hospital.
Not new to the hospital. I've been there 15 years.
Oh no, you're not. You know the way. You know your way around. You know where everything is.
I know my way around.
Have we broken ground yet? We broke ground on the new facility.
Yes, we did.
Because we were over there for that.
We did in November. We had about 500 people. It was like a historic day in America.
President Carter was there.
Yeah, it's always good to have him there. And we were really excited. And we're still excited now.
Have we actually started doing some things?
We have. They're pretty much working on putting the infrastructure in. They're clearing trees, and in 2 weeks we're going to have a full construction crew out there, and we'll be ready to go.
What's our time frame, Marcus?
Well, the support buildings should be up and operational by the end of this year, and the hospital will be ready by late 2011 or early 2012.
You know that's going to be here before you can turn around.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your role as Chief Nursing Officer? What do you do?
Well, I'm obviously I started my job Monday.
Okay. New kid on the block here.
And I hit the ground running, really. I mean, fortunately, I have the luxury of being the interim before that, so I have been in the role for 3 months. And so it's mostly orchestrating all the nursing care, patient care, and the nurses and their schedules, and make sure we deliver safe patient care to our population.
So do you miss occasionally, going and actually doing hands-on stuff with patients?
Well, I would say I can't help myself. That sometimes I just have to go.
Go ahead and do that, okay? Because that's what you are.
Yeah,
you're a nurse.
After
After everything else said and done, you are
a nurse, right?
Okay.
And that's probably my strongest suit anyway, is the clinical aspect of the hospital. So you can't get your hands dirty unless you go in there and see the patients.
Now we've been talking about the fact we're in the process of building a brand new, completely modern facility, front door to back door. But in the meantime, you do have a facility, and you are operating, and you're offering all kinds of services, are you not?
Yeah, we're fortunate. We have the interim facility, or the temporary facility, is really state of the art. It has,
I've seen it. I mean,
when you walk in
it's pretty nice, if you ask me. Yeah.
You walk in, you can tell you're in a hospital. And so we have a medical and surgical floor combined, and we have our OB services back in place, and we have 3.
You're delivering babies?
We're delivering babies, and not in tents, and not in.
Had a New Year's baby.
We did already have our New Year's baby.
How close was it? Just past midnight, or?
Actually, it was in
4:30 a.m.
Oh, okay, pretty close. Yeah.
So we do that, and then we have critical care still, and we have a large ER facility for you to access for the community, and then OR. Surgical, they have 3 OR suites, and they have a cysto room and a endo room. So it's just like our other hospital. The only thing we don't have any longer is the cath lab, cardiac cath lab, and sleep lab. So we really just made it smaller and
But now
serve the
you
community
offer a lot of surgical procedures there, do you not, Marcus?
Yes, sir. We actually had Dr. Jeremy Joyner. A lot of people might know him. He's Dr. Doug Joyner's son. He started, I think in September, and he's hit the ground running. He's been busy. And we actually have, who we have coming up?
Dr. Fennessy and his
Dr. Fennessy. He's an orthoped, and he's coming next year.
And he's a local physician he grew up in Americas. And
So you're always glad to have those folks come home.
Oh,
yeah. And he's going to start later this year, and his wife is an OBGYN, so we get
you got a double whammy.
We did. We got
So we're excited about that. And a lot of good things are going on.
Well, if you're doing surgery and you're birthing babies, I mean, you're doing some good stuff, aren't you?
We are. And we're serving the community and meeting their needs best we can.
And you do have an ER, if somebody gets, there's an emergency, you got a place for folks to come and get critical care in a hurry, right?
Right.
Okay. Your EMTs, they're still going out for the ambulances.
Right. We have an ambulance services vital care that serves the community.
Boy, and Sumter County is a big county, population-wise and geographically, so there's a lot of places to go in just in your county, much less the surrounding counties that are peripheral to you that you also serve. Okay, what was the first thing you did on your first, Monday was your first day as the CNO?
first thing I did was I made rounds and went and saw all the nurses and see how the patients were, and just because it felt right.
Okay. You didn't call them all together and say, now listen to me, folks. No,
Yeah, no, I didn't do
You're
that.
going to crack the whip.
No, but I really felt like I needed to touch, you know,
Sure.
see.
You're going to be a hands-on person, aren't you?
I am.
And if you're in the hospital, don't be surprised. CNO is the one coming in doing something for you. You can't help it.
Right.
Is management scheduling of nurses, because people have issues that come up in their lives, and you've got to be able to work around those. Is that one of the more difficult parts of the job?
We were talking about staffing issues,
Right,
or
yes.
The shortage of nurses.
Yeah, staffing issues, yeah.
Right, that is a challenge, but fortunately we've merged with Phoebe Putney, so that would help our labor pool, so to speak. We can draw from them if we have, well, we're working on that as one of our first projects, is to try
Well,
to...
you've got a nursing school right there in your backyard,
We sure
too.
do. We have
Georgia
two,
Southwest.
actually.
Darton and
Darton
Albany
comes.
and Georgia Southwestern,
Right.
there in town.
And then the tech school has LPNs.
So you've got a good pool to
We
draw
do.
from. Is that still a good career, Susan, nursing?
Absolutely.
Is there a job out there for somebody that's a nurse can
Oh,
find it?
yes, absolutely. And for me, I've moved all over the country, and I've always been able to get a job, and nursing is
You
never
just walk
boring.
in and said, I'm an RN.
They do say, and sometimes some places say, get her a cup of coffee. we need,
Can you start today?
Yes, and that's still really the case. So as a career, and you can do whatever you want as a nurse. You know, I mean, like, if your love is children, or if it's birth and babies, or if it's surgery, or, I mean, it's very
Nurses
diverse.
are specializing now, aren't they?
Right.
I mean, and we have nurse practitioners and all sorts
Nurse
of
anesthetist.
Yeah.
And,
Are you getting any guys in the field?
yes, actually, it really has been. I would say it was 5% at one time, but it's probably up to 20% with
Are there
male
opportunities for them?
There's a lot of opportunities. They seem to gravitate towards like the critical care or the emergency room, that kind of thing. But I mean, whatever they want to do, they can make a good living.
Yeah, and one nice thing about it, you know, if you've got to move somebody, they've got usually upper body strength, and they're good at that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you actively recruiting?
Yes, we have.
Call you. If you're
Right,
if you're
call
an RN, call her, right?
Right. We have positions open on our medical floor, and we would love for you to come in. And we also have a PRN pool if you just want to come work a little bit and you don't want to work full time and be committed.
And there might be some nurses out there who are mommies now, and they want to, but they need some hours, and
right.
you'll
Don't want
work
to work
around
full
them.
time or make it full time.
Maybe like work every weekend.
Yes, we'll take you, especially if you want to work every weekend.
Hey, Mark, you guys did a great job promoting her to this position.
Yeah, I think, and Mr. Pearson also thinks it was a great
CEO.
Yeah,
Boss man.
CEO.
Are you watching? We
Yeah,
know.
he might
I hope
be.
he is. I hope he is. And Susan, you know, everybody loves her, and you know, it's a family, and it was great that they could hire within from people that you already know, and I think that helped the morale, and I think everybody really appreciates that.
That's great. All right. And we're working, we got a hospital up and running right now. We are working now on the first stage of the new Phoebe Sumter Medical Center. And by 2012 at the latest. We'll
early 2012, but we're looking at 2011.
Yeah, 2011, early 2012, we will be full blown.
I'm sure you'll come and visit us.
I'm coming. I am coming.
It's going to be a great day. You know, the groundbreaking was great.
Fantastic day, but this is going to be even better.
It's going to, you know, you can actually go in the doors and walk through, and you know, we're really intent on the hospital being the finest small hospital in the United States. So that's a big, you know, vision to have, but you know, I think we're ready for it, and we're really excited to get to that point.
And Marcus and Susan, on the day we open the doors to the new hospital, to celebrate, they're going to parachute out of the helicopter with Roman candles in each hand and land in the parking lot.
That's a good idea.
Susan, so speak for yourself.
Okay, Marcus. We might have to practice that.
Yeah. Susan, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think they made a wise choice. I really do. And thank you for all you do, and people like you in facilities all over this country.
Right.
It's nurses that keep you alive. I can tell you. Mark Johnson, always a joy to see you. Thank you for coming.